Okay, in this section we were reading mainly about the air pollution, water pollution, and solid waste. Air pollution is nothing but how the air is affecting our life, our health. Air pollution is causing a huge problem to our skin as well as mainly our lungs. That means our aerial systems. Okay, then water pollution is affecting, as I have mentioned, that huge amount of water spills and different type of waste are being thrown into the water, and that water when consumed by us is causing us different type of diseases like your uh, different type of diseases like typhoid, cholera, bacillary, and amoebic dysentery, diarrhea, jaundice, and many type of diseases. Now, this discharge of industrial and sludges and dumping of industrial and municipal waste is the prime cause of land pollution. That means we are dumping huge amount of materials uh, into the land, so which is causing a huge problem into the and it is building up our uh, land, and this affecting our uh, mother earth in a huge way. Such waste includes garbage, rubbish, hospital refuse, dead animals, agricultural waste. Okay, all this type of waste which is being produced by us only is thrown into the soil. Okay, that is the land. So chemicals like pesticide, weedicide, all these things are thrown. Most of the pesticides are mutagenic and carcinogenic. Okay, this type of things are all added into the environment. Most of the pesticides are mutagenic and carcinogenic, and then mutagens can cause chromosomal aberrations and various kinds of hereditary abnormalities. That means I was explaining chromosomal aberrations, then only we got disconnected. Chromosomal aberrations were nothing but some chromosomal abnormalities. That means suppose when the chromosomes are dividing into different cells, they are getting distorted. Suppose half of them are broken down, some of them got splitted, some segregation is getting wrong. All this type of abnormalities are known as chromosomal aberrations. Okay, so and when these aberrations are causing occurring in the naturally or in the influence of some pollution, then it is transmitted to next generations, and the hereditary abnormalities are affected. Okay, the heredity, I mean through heredity from one generation to another, these are getting affected. Okay, now sorry, hospital refuses are very important because different type of syringes, different type of insects, then different type of your suppose cotton, used cotton injections, then vials, then used saline bottles. All these things are waste of hospital refuses. Okay, these hospital refuses are actually they should be disposed in a proper manner. They should be first, they should be disinfected, then only it should be thrown. But basically naturally these are not done. They are directly thrown into the land, and as they are directly thrown into the land, they are ideal home for carriers or vectors like insect, bugs, rodents. Different type of microorganisms grow on this uh, uh, waste, and they infect the humans. Okay, they are carrier for different type of diseases, and when these microbes are getting back to us, then they are causing different type of diseases. Okay, heavy metals contaminated industrial effluents cause toxicities and natural health problems such as fluorosis, Minamata disease. Nothing This is nothing but heavy metals are contaminated with industrial effluents. Industrial effluents will always contain different type of heavy metals. Now these heavy metals are getting mixed with our, actually we are inhaling those metals, or we can consume it through our food chain, which is causing different type of diseases like fluorosis, then Minamata disease. All this Minamata is cadmium based disease, you must be knowing. Cadmium, when cadmium amount is increasing in our body, the disease is known as Minamata disease. Okay, so different type of hospital refuses are very much crucial waste, and it is affecting our human health in a huge way. Okay, so and urbanization, the next topic, that is urbanization is nothing but building of cities and trees, cities and industries I have mentioned earlier. What is happening here, it is adversely affects the ecological balance. It not only causes deforestation but also increases uncontrolled discharge of municipal waste. What happens when the population is increasing? Okay, when the population is hugely increasing and the load is being transferred into the mother earth, then what happens, there is a huge generation of municipal waste. Obviously this municipal waste will be thrown into the environment, and this environment will affect our health. Okay, most Indian cities have 40% population, which leads to deteriorating of life quality and poor health service. Acha, this is also very important. When a particular when a particular place, I mean, is hugely populated, then what happens, the poor health services are noticed. Okay, the health services provided by them are they are mainly uh, hugely affected, because when there is a huge amount of population in a particular place, then less then uh, it will be always very much more in comparison to the health services. Health services will always get deteriorated when there is a huge population, because limited sources will be available. You must be knowing that during this coronavirus lockdown period, what is happening in Italy is that in Italy there are many the health services, I mean, the number of beds or ICUs or ventilators they can provide is very less in comparison to the population getting infected. So what they are doing for better, I mean, for uh, mankind, I mean, for saving the human lives, they are preferring young people than the older one. So because they are running short of ventilators and ICUs, so they are preferring younger patients than the older one. For they are admitting the younger patients first. If there are more beds, then they are allowing the older ones. That means when there is a population increase, there will be a huge dearth in the health services. Okay, there are this area lack basic amenities and are disease prone, and as obviously as they are unclean, as they are not properly disposed waste, it will be prone to some infectious diseases. Okay, now coming to the conclusion of human and health, um, relation between human and environment and human health. Conclusion is that as such, clean and green environment is the life, and a time to take corrective steps is still there. Now a new concept of development is needed that emphasizes the relation between human being and nature, and then sustainable development is the only solution to save human life. The conclusion is nothing but that you need to figure out some way uh, so that your things get okay. You have to figure out some ways by which you can understand how your different steps are getting, how you can build a good relationship with the environment and human health. And a sustainable development is always encouraged, because without a sustainable